Tonight on Season Pass.
The high school football playoffs continued with the area round. Wall went the distance with Bushland. Sterling City battled Rankin. Highlights from around the Concho Valley coming your way. The Angry Orange also welcomed in rival Odessa Permian for a Week 9 showdown. Did Central win its 5th straight game? Speaking of staying hot, the Sterling City Lady Eagles played in their first ever state semifinal, and the Wall girls basketball team looked to improve to 4-0. All this and more tonight. Season Pass starts right now.
Season Pass is sponsored by Kent Elliott Roofing.
Welcome everyone to Season Pass, your one-stop spot for everything Concho Valley sports. As always, I'm your host Ryan Reynolds, and we have a loaded show tonight. We have highlights and scores from around the area, around to the high school football playoffs, and who went home and who lived to see another week. You'll find out soon enough. Sterling City also made its first appearance in the volleyball state tournament. We have highlights as well as reaction from that game. And then we touch on some high school basketball top plays, and we crown our player of the week to wrap up the show. But first, the Central Bobcats welcomed in Odessa Permian on Friday, looking for their 5th straight win. The last time the Bobcats were in the Little Southwest Conference, they won 5 straight district titles. They've also won 5 straight against Mojo. The winner claims at least a share of the District 2-6A title. It was a turnover-filled first half. Opening possession, Bobcats threatening Malachi Brown. He throws a pick in the end zone. Only his 2nd in the last 4 games. Central, they would get it back, though. They're in the red zone again. Brown, he's going to drop back and find Jalen Lifesty over the middle for the touchdown. Great catch from him. Gives the Angry Orange a 7-0 lead. Midway through the second quarter now, Permian strikes back. Harper Terry airs one out to Shy Deary. He makes a spectacular grab to put the Panthers on the board, 7-6. And something just started to click on offense because these two teams started scoring points. Brown rolls out and slings it to Lifesty. He makes a man miss, finds a hole and takes it to the house for the touchdown. Central pushes its lead to 17-6 a little later after a Bobcat fumble. Watch this trickery from Odessa Permian. A wide receiver pass. Rodney Hall to Deary, wide open for the touchdown. Mojo would get the 2-point conversion. It was 17-17 at the half. And coming out of the locker room, it was just a different ball game for both of these teams. Harper, he takes it in from 1 yard out to give Permian a 24-17 lead. And then midway through the third quarter, Harper again finds Deary for the score, 31-17. Permian pulled away in the second half, 58-38 the final score. They snapped Central's 4-game winning streak, and head coach Brent Davis says his team was just outplayed.
Yeah, we turned it over all night. I mean, you're not going to beat them doing that, and that's something that's always a key to any game. And you know, they made some of those. They outplayed us. It's just one of those deals, you know, where we got down and trying to catch up and never could get it done. And Permian outplayed us. You know, they caused turnovers. They ran their offense extremely well and outplayed us. Obviously, we got a chance to still get a piece of the district title next week if we can win. So it's a huge game. I mean, playing Lee and Midland's always a huge game. We want to go into playoffs with some momentum. So it'll be big for us.
So how did Midland Lee do this week? The showdown for Oiltown. Lee taking on Midland High early on. Bulldogs driving. Mateo Houston punches it in. Midland High gets on the board first. Rebels, they are trying to answer. Mikey Serrano needs just 1 yard, and he doesn't get it. Turnover on downs for Lee, and that sets up this Midland High touchdown. Houston again making it 14-0 early. Is an upset brewing out in Midland. Bulldogs with the ball after a Lee touchdown. They say the tight end is always open. Well, it also helps when he's very fast, too. Look at him go. Jordan Springer inside the 5 before getting pushed out of bounds. But the Bulldogs would turn it over. They don't get anything out of that drive, and it wouldn't take long for Serrano to find Christian Romero. This touchdown ties the ball game, and the Lee Rebels would end up pulling away to keep its district title hopes alive. They win it 63-40. Abilene also beat Odessa High 29-7. The Eagles are in the playoffs as the 4th seed from District 2-6A. Here's a look at the current standings. With the Permian win over Central, they claimed a share of the district title. The Panthers' regular season is over. They're off this week. They sit at 5-1. And like Coach Davis said earlier, the Central Bobcats aren't out of the district title race yet. The winner of this week's game between Central and Midland Lee will be co-district champions with Permian. Those top 4 teams you see right there all make the playoffs. The Wall Hawks have made it past the area round 8 straight years, but if 2020 has proven anything, it's that even the constants in life aren't certain. Wall battled Bushland and Snyder with not only hopes of keeping that streak alive, but also their dreams and chances at a state championship. Out to Tiger Stadium in Snyder, and ladies and gentlemen, we were in store for another thriller. First quarter, after a fumble by Wall, Bushland capitalizes 4 plays later. Ethan Fuentes leaping in for the touchdown. Falcons led at 7-0 late in the first. The Hawks trying to get their offense rolling early in the second, and they jump-start it. Gabe Haskins hands it off to Dominic Garcia, rips off a huge gain. He's tackled at the 4-yard line, which leads to a score on the very next play. Haskins on the QB keeper. Wall ties the game at 7, but turnovers plagued Wall in this one, though. Falcons turning one into points right here. Coleman Janelle finds Cash Bradley. Bushland with a 14-7 lead. Bradley finished with 3 receiving touchdowns. This game would go into double overtime with Bushland winning on a 2-point conversion. Wall falls 28-27. Their season is over, but head coach Houston Guy says his team shouldn't hang their heads.
They came in with a chip on their shoulder. They played, great football all year long. I was so proud of them. And at any time they could have made excuses and said, well, our schedule's too hard, or and they didn't do that. They came to work each week and they put the shoulder pads on and pulled the pants up and they got after it. And I was so proud of the work ethic they came to work with each week and how they prepared for the games each week and each Friday and the product that they put on the field.
Over to Class 3A Division II, number 10 Ballinger taking on 5th-ranked Spearman in the area round. Bearcats kick to open the game. Fabian Hernandez, he can't field it. Colton Hampton jumps on it. A great way to start the game for the Bearcats, but they couldn't turn that opportunity into points. The Lynx make up for the mistake and hold Ballinger on 4th down for a turnover on downs. This was scoreless after 1. Second quarter now, Jack Wilderson keeps the ball and finds a hole, just powers his way in for 6, dragging a few Bearcats along with them. 7-0 Spearman in front, and they just kept adding to it. Brendan Thompson takes this pass to the house. The Lynx, they cruise past the Bearcats 35-7, putting an end to Ballinger's season. In Class 2A Division II, 7th-ranked Christoval is moving on to the regional round for the first time in school history as an 11-man program. The Cougars beating Bruni 72-30. We'll show their next matchup a little later in the show. And then El Dorado's season suddenly came to an end. They had to forfeit their area round game against D'Hanis due to COVID-19. The announcement came just 48 hours after their by-district win against Iola. The Eagles finished 6-6 overall in head coach John Long's first year with the team. That's just the start of it. Coming up on Season Pass, we have more action from the area round. How did Mason and Sterling City fare in their matchups? Highlights from the Punchers and Eagles coming up after the break. Stay with us.
100%. Tatty, batty. The flavor, the way they cook it, the way they season it, the way that it's made. Queso burger.
I did some early shopping this year. One for you, one for me.
I love it. I got us a little something, too.
Yeah?
Yep. One for you and one for me.
I love it.
Oh, actually, that was supposed to be for me.
I love it.
I like red.
Step up to GMC and get $7,000 purchase cash on this 2020 Sierra Light Duty Crew Cab Texas Edition. That's an MSRP under $46,000. We are professional grade. GMC.
Normally, you'd have in-laws in a spare, the twins in the office, and Uncle Teddy on the sofa. But this year, you can treat yourself
during the Black Friday Super Sale at Denver Mattress. Shop today and save $100 on every $1,000 you spend. Get a $300 Furniture gift certificate with any Tempur-Pedic.
Or check out the Doctor's Choice Firm for only $499.99, plus 7 years no interest.
And free shipping. Did I mention 7 years, no interest? The Black Friday Super Sale, on now at Denver Mattress.
Hey, guys.
Can you hear me?
Guys. Hey, listen. At Jim Bass Cars and Trucks, we're saying goodbye to 2020, one vehicle at a time.
Right now, get a brand new 2020 Ford Escape, just $17,944. Or a new 2020 Ford Explorer and get $10 grand in total savings.
We're ready to be done with 2020. Jim Bass Cars and Trucks, Houston, Hart and Arden Road, or 24/7 at bassbunch.com.
Hi, can I get one espresso shake and one Oreo espresso shake? Is it espresso? Espresso.
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 Espresso. Espresso shake.
No.
Espresso or espresso?
It's espresso.
Welcome back to Season Pass. Through the first 4 weeks of the regular season, things weren't looking good out in Puncher Land. Mason opened the year 0-4 for the first time since 1997, and people started asking, what's going on with the Punchers? Since then, they've turned it around, won their next 7 games, and claimed the outright title in District 14 2A Division 1. Mason hoped to keep it rolling in its area round game against Kennedy. Mason looking for win number 8 in a row, taking on Kennedy in San Antonio. First quarter, Matthew Kerr on the read option, 32-yard touchdown, 7-0. Punchers strike first. Later, this is just the Kerr show. Kerr again finding the end zone to give Mason a 13-point lead. Kennedy would hang around early in this ball game, though. Jaden Chappa punching that one in, but the Kerr show just kept going on. Kerr, again, they were just too much for the Lions in this one, honestly. The senior keeps it himself, 19 yards to the house. Mason advances to the regional round. They down Kennedy 41-18. There was a huge game out in the 6-man world last week and involved the top-ranked Sterling City Eagles. They finished the season as the #1 team in Class 1A Division 1, and their opponent in the area round just so happened to open the season as the #1 team. Sterling City faced off against Rankin on Friday, the team that bounced them from the playoffs last year. The Eagles have beaten the #2, 3, 4, and 6th ranked teams this season. Could they take down the 5th? First offensive play of the game, Cross Ganittle takes the toss, the slight inside cut, and he is gone for the touchdown. This was just the start of the scoring. Later in the quarter, Rankin takes the lead. Deshaun Goodley in from 4 yards out. Red Devils lead 22-16. Both teams combined to score 76 points in the first quarter. Let's light the scoreboard up some more, why don't we? Goodley to Ben Rios. He hits the nice spin move. He's in for the Rankin touchdown. Red Devils up 52-40, but here come the Eagles. Knittel, he's going to get the pitch. It's a foot race between him and Goodley. And watch this. He just hits the juke move, gets past one of the best players in Class 1A Division 1. Eagles down at 52-48 after that touchdown run. Then right before halftime, Hudson Cox delivering a dime to Chance Ferguson. Sterling City trailed 60-56 at the break, but the Eagles would regain control in the third quarter and lead from that point forward. Sterling City wins it 100-88, triple digits for Sterling City. Here's head coach Trey Sisko.
Man, I am just so excited for these kids. You know, as hard as they fought, and you know, that's what we talk about, leave it out on all out on the field, and they did that tonight. And you know, they fought through everything, and you know, just, you know, it's just a testament to them and the hard work they put in that they're in the spot they're in right now. You know, I mean, there's a reason we play these tough teams is so we are ready for games like this when it comes down to it, and I think that helped us be prepared.
Up on Season Pass, Water Valley met #8 Lakey in the area round. Did the Wildcats pull out the win? We also take a look at this week's playoff matchups. All of that and more after the break. Stay with us.
Santa Fe Furniture and Gifts annual sale is going on now until the end of the year. That's right, 40% off everything in stock for 45 days. That gives you plenty of time to come in and try out all of our sofas, love seats, and recliners. But you better hurry. 1524 South Bryant Boulevard.
I did some early shopping this year. One for you, one for me.
I love it. I got us a little something, too.
Yeah?
Yep. One for you, and one for me.
I love it.
Oh, actually, that was supposed to be for me.
I love it.
I like red.
Step up to GMC and get over $6,200 purchase cash on this 2021 Sierra Light Duty Crew Cab Texas Edition. That's an MSRP under $48,000. Visit Mitchell Buick GMC in San Angelo.
Whatever it takes.
Residential or commercial, routine maintenance, or a new system. Call Dooley AC and Heating for your free estimate today.
At Jim Bass, we're saying goodbye to 2020, one vehicle at a time.
Right now, get a brand new 2020 Mazda CX-5 Touring, just $24,999. Or a new 2020 Mazda CX-3, just $17,988.
We want to be done with 2020, and that means our vehicles too. Jim Bass Cars and Trucks, Houston, Hart and Arden Road, or 24/7 at BassBunch.com.
Cord here with Santa Fe Furniture and Gifts. There's no better time to spruce up your home with our giant selection of home decor that's all 40% off until the end of the year. We have over 300 cowhides in stock, some as low as $139. Located at 1524 South Bryant Boulevard.
Welcome back to Season Pass. Number 10, Water Valley taking on 8th-ranked Lakey in the area round. If we want to go ahead and pull up those highlights, we can get to those real quick. There they are. The Wildcats are rolling, and they were taking on a really tough number 8 Lakey team. Here we go. Cannon Weiss getting the scoring started, while Water Valley takes an 8-0 lead early. The Eagles would respond quickly, though. Roger Garcia takes the short pass, weaves his way through the defense for the touchdown. Game tied at 8. Water Valley had control in the first half. Weiss taking another handoff, breaks a few tackles, and he is in for another score. 24-16, Water Valley in front. And then right before the half, Garcia again for Lakey. He's in for 6. Momentum shifts before halftime. Lakey used that momentum to mount a second half comeback. 64-46, the final. Water Valley season comes to an end. Blackwell's season also ends in the area around. The Hornets fall to number 3 Motley County 64-16. Blackwell finishes the year 8-4 overall. So 3 Concho Valley teams are moving on in the high school football playoffs. Mason will take on number 1 Shiner in the Class 2A Division I regional round. That game will be played at the P Field in Pflugerville on Friday. Kickoff set for 7 p.m. And then down to Class 2A Division II, Cristoval will look to continue its historic run through the playoffs with an early kick on Friday against Snook. The Blue Jays coming off a 52-23 win over Yorktown. They also knocked out Miles in the bi-district round. Kickoff from Batlin Billy Stadium in Fredericksburg is at 4 p.m. And then unbeaten Sterling City will look to stay that way and keep their season alive. They are set for a rematch against Westbrook on Saturday at 5 p.m. That one in Colorado City. The Eagles, like I said, beat Westbrook earlier this season 38-28. But you know how the old cliche goes. It's hard to beat a team twice. We'll recap all the action next week on Season Pass. But in the meantime, head over to ConchoValleyHomepage.com periodically for all your scores and highlights. A lot to look forward to, as always. Next on Season Pass, the Sterling City Lady Eagles competed in the volleyball state tournament. We have highlights from Brownwood, and we also have highlights from the high school basketball court. We'll be right back.
Wow, a new Buick for me?
To James from James. That's just what I wanted.
Is this a new Buick?
I Secret Santed myself.
I shouldn't have. I have been very good this year.
Wow. Wow.
Wow.
Don't forget you this holiday season. Get an SUV from Buick.
Get $5,500 purchase allowance on this select 2020 Envision in dealer stock, or pay no interest on most 2020 SUV models.
Welcome to Toyotathon.
Hey.
Ready for a great deal?
You know it.
With savings on Camry, RAV4, Highlander, and more, it really is the most magical time of the year. Can you pretend you didn't see this?
But I'm seeing it.
During Toyotathon, get $1,750 customer cash, or qualified lessees can lease the sophisticated 2020 Highlander L for only $309 a month.
You never know what you'll find at Toyotathon. Come in today.
Toyota, let's go places.
Hi, I'm Cord with Santa Fe Furniture and Gifts. With the virus concerns this year, our annual Christmas sale, normally the first weekend of December, will be going on now through the end of the year. In the past, it was a mad rush Friday morning in the rain to get the best deals and the best selection. This year, no tents, no rain, no rush. Our complete inventory is 40% off. Bedroom, dining room, living room, home decor and gifts, everything 40% off. We are locally owned and we need your business. Please come see us at 1524 South Bryant, right here in San Angelo.
Still hard to find a spot, just easier to park. Still the big move, just more moving. Still singing, just more in tune. Still the gang's all here, just less are we there yet. The Chevy family of SUVs, making life's journey just better.
Now during the Chevy Cyber Sales event, use $500 Cyber Cash on most SUV models to get $4,250 total cash allowance on all 2020 Trax models. See All American Chevrolet in San Angelo.
Welcome back to Season Pass. 10 Concho Valley High School volleyball teams made this year's playoffs, but only one punched their ticket to the state tournament. The Sterling City Lady Eagles made their first state semifinal appearance last week, but they were looking for more. Taking on third-ranked Blum at Brownwood Coliseum, winner moves on to the Class 1A championship game. Blum looking to close out the first set. Sterling City fighting back. Back-to-back points by Kate Barnes. Lady Eagles down by just 2, but Blum takes care of business with this serve. Maya Garcia gets the point, and Blum wins the first set 25-22. Jump to the third. A big block by Blum's Addison Willingham gives the Lady Cats a 2-point advantage. Sterling City trying to keep its season alive. Kinsey Woods to Kylie Johnson hammers it home, but Blum kept their distance. They win the third set 25-17 and sweep Sterling City. Here's Lady Eagles head coach Shannon Blackwelder after the game.
Dream to be in that final game. That's everybody's goal. We were so excited to be here and to have the full experience. We came to play. We knew it was going to be hard. You don't get to this point in the season and things are easy. We knew it was going to be hard. We knew we were here for a challenge. That's what we wanted. We wanted the best team to win, and they were better than us today. And that's my girls played good. They played hard. You know, I couldn't ask for anything more, and I want them to hold their heads high and walk out of here proud of themselves like we are proud of them.
With the high school football season slowly winding down and the volleyball season now in the books, welcome high school basketball. Concho Valley teams have already played a handful of games. One of those is the Wall Hawks. They lost in the area round last season to Brownfield, but they've reloaded and they're ready to make another run at the postseason. 15th ranked Wall looking to improve to 4-0, hosting 6A Midland High. Second quarter, Maria Tinnen misses but snags her own rebound and one. She would make the ensuing free throw. Lady Bulldogs trail by 2, but Wall would give itself some breathing room from a barrage of threes. Avery Holscher feeling it from long range, gets that one to go, and then Phelan Guy in the corner. Why not pull up and drain another one? Wall up by 8. Lady Hawks led 21-13 at the half and continued to build that lead up in the third quarter. Turning some defense into offense, Shaylee Schiller passes ahead to Cameron Williams. Wall pushes its lead to 10, 25-15. Then some great ball movement by Wall. Williams, a quick pass inside to Carolina Holtman over her defender. Wall up by 15 late in the third, and they pull out the win. Wall beats Midland High 42-24. They remain hot to start the year at 4-0. The Lady Hawks will host Brownwood on Tuesday. The Lakeview Maidens also defeated Lamesa on the road yesterday for their first win of the season, 45-36. The Central boys basketball team picked up a win against Lubbock Coronado, 51-41. Brandon Campbell scored 15 points. Chase Fields scored 13 points. The Bobcats are now 1-1 to start the year. And big shout out to the Alphen Mustangs. They beat Trent Thursday night 39-31 for their first varsity win in school history. Good things brewing up in Rowena. Still to come on Season Pass, we have our top 5 plays of the week, and we crown our player of the week. Stick around. You don't want to miss it.
At Jim Bass, we're saying goodbye to 2020, one vehicle at a time.
Right now, get a brand new 2020 Mazda CX-5 Touring, just $24,999. Or a new 2020 Mazda CX-3, just $17,988.
We want to be done with 2020, and that means our vehicles too. Jim Bass Cars and Trucks, Houston Hart Road, or 24/7 at BassBunch.com.
Time to start it up, America, you've got a lot of joy to make. And we're kicking off the Ford Built for the Holidays sales event because you've got turkeys to fry and thanks to give. It's our thing. So we're giving you incredible deals on the Built Ford Top F-150 and Ford Ranger. That'll make a lot of joy this season. Ford, built for the holidays. For a limited time, get an F-150 with over $11,000 in total savings, plus $1,000 in trade assist cash at your Texas Ford dealer.
As we've shown you the highlights, now it's time to narrow down the 5 best plays from around the area. It's a really hard thing to do, but here we go. Top 5 plays in the Concho Valley, starting at number 5. The top-ranked Sterling City taking on 5th-ranked Rankin in the area round. This is Cross Caniddle doing what he does best. Takes the pitch, blazing speed, and makes a move on one of the best players in Class 1A Division I, Deshaun Goodley. He's a Mr. Texas football finalist. Eagles win 100-88. Number 4, Central battling Odessa Permian. Malachi Brown drops back to pass, finds Jalen Lifesty, and he hangs on to it. A 13-yard touchdown, one of Lifesty's 3 scores on the night. He also had a program best 261 receiving yards. More from that game a little later. Out to Somerset for number 3, Christoval versus Bruni. And yeah, this Braden Wilcox guy is pretty good at football. Fields the punt, starts left, shakes a few defenders along the way, and rumbles his way back to the right sideline. One of his 9 touchdowns on the night, 88 yards to the house. We're not done with this game. Stay tuned. Let's head back out to San Angelo Stadium for number 2, Malachi Brown, with just an absolute dime to Tyler Hill. He drops it right in the basket for his 5th touchdown of the game. Hill makes the catch with the defender draped all over him. Bobcats fall, though, 58-38. I mentioned how Braden Wilcox is good at football. This just shows it. Check out this number 1 play. Picks off the pass at the goal line, manages to stay in bounds, finds running room, and he is off to the races. A 100-yard pick 6. The Christoval Cougars advance to the regional round. Christoval wins 72-30. And our player of the week is, in fact, Braden Wilcox for his performance in the area round against Bruni. He did it all. He had a 100-yard interception return for a touchdown, an 88-yard punt return for a touchdown, 391 total yards, and he, as he plays quarterback, completed 12 of 17 passes, 208 yards and 3 touchdowns. Also ran the ball 6 times for 183 yards and 4 more scores. Just an insane game from Wilcox. Christoval is now winners of 11 straight games. They'll face Snook in the regional round on Friday at 4 p.m. Braden Wilcox, this week's Player of the Week.
Player of the Week is sponsored by Southwest Pools and Spas.
That pretty much wraps up this episode of Season Pass. You can check out all of our content on ConchoValleyHomepage.com. You can also follow us on Twitter at KLST Sports. We will be right back here next week on Sunday at 10:35. Make sure you set a reminder, set your calendar. We'll have all of that basketball and football action for you. Good night, Concho Valley.
Closed captioning for the
finishing the game in overtime like we did. It gave us a little bit of swagger coming out of it. Gives your kids some confidence coming into the next game.
We won't have to fire our kids up.
Closed captioning for the Community Good is sponsored by the Law Office of Rick DeHoyas.